as much as I'm supposed to be promoting this movie and talking about my album, I just feel like we're in competition right now because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to the devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video and signs and symbols. And I said, you know what? We need to stop treating our relationship with Jesus like the little buddy that you talk to before you go to bed at night, and not be more vocal about all the things that God means to us and all of the things that God has brought us through. Because there's been a lot of moments that you didn't post about, but yet how did God decide to get me through this?
Yeah, man.
And they going above and beyond to promote the devil. And it's pissing me off because the devil worshipers used to be real secretive, going down in the basement, this secret world. Now they just
they on the device.
We're in. I've noticed a pattern in what is being represented. People think that this stuff is just a game. There is a reason why you see people dressed up as Satan, not just, like Satan slipping himself in a little bit. No, full on visuals of Satan, people dressed as Satan, dressed as a demon, got upside down crosses all on their clothes or pentagrams on their clothes, and people are just like, oh, that's funny, it's we're making fun. No, there's a reason why the entertainment industry is doing that, y'all. They know good and doggone well that God exists. They also know that Satan exists. They're just counting on the fact that y'all don't know that. But either way, the things that you take in, that they're feeding you, those things affect you, whether you realize it in the moment or not. They affect you. That's why they do it. Entertainment industry, it's about influence. I'm not gonna sacrifice the honesty in order to be politically.
There's a bunch of devil worshipers in Hollywood. Hollywood, and there's a lot of black folks too. And they be throwing up them signs. You see them, this, that, all of them. Watch the rappers, watch them folks. It's scary. It's very scary. That devil is real.
I wanted to do things my way. I wanted to rebel. I loved my sin. And so I pursued a cult that at that time I didn't know was a cult, but more supernatural things so that I could have that kind of power and promise of control over my reality without submitting to the authority of Scripture.
I think it's very intriguing that you said you didn't know it was the occult, but you were pursuing this type of supernatural. And I think I want to swing back around to that at some point, because I think that especially even as Christians, there are a lot of things that masquerade as Christianity. When I was studying the New Age for a chapter I was writing in a book, I didn't know much about it, honestly, until I studied it for the first time a few years ago. And I was really surprised to see how much Christian language is used within New Age to try to sell the ideas as, this is a pro-Jesus idea. This is a Christian idea. And they use a lot of the same terminology, like even concepts of atonement and things like that. So I think that's a very interesting point. And for people who are watching and listening, I think that's a good warning sign is it's like with false gospels, with things like the occult, it's not like they always just show up on your doorstep and say, hi, I'm a false gospel. Come follow me. It's usually very seductive. It's very tricky. There's a lot of mixing and matching with Christian vocabulary and things like that.
Did Queen Bee practice witchcraft on one of her musicians? In this Daily Mail TV exclusive, the drummer who claims she was put under Beyonce's spell is now speaking out.
The fact that people keep saying, I'm crazy? Hell, the situations I had to deal with and survive are crazy.
Kimberly Thompson says she is tormented from being put under manic sexual spells by Beyonce.
We're talking about other situations where changing into animals and jumping into other bodies and all kinds of really crazy stuff.
In bizarre court papers, Thompson claims Beyonce, who she refers to as this person, has started a campaign of harassment against her that includes extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and magic spells of sexual molestation. She also claims Beyonce murdered her kitten after the singer put a spell on it.
They were like, the cat has a spell on it. The cat was taken back to her people, and they killed it.
It's unclear why Thompson is speaking out now, even though she says Beyonce has been at it since 2006.
She's not been able to let me go. She's not been able to let me progress. She's just been a savage.
I mean, it was serious, man. And the cats that I was actually with, I had heard one of the cats rapping one time in one of the songs talking about selling his soul for fast cars and riches for whatever reason. And I had heard Tupac on a song called Smile talking about selling his soul for fast cars and riches. That's who was saying that. And even Snoop Dogg on the song called Murder's the Case, he was talking about selling his soul. You know what I'm saying? How he politicking back and forth to the devil. And to me, you know what I'm saying, being lost in that street life, it was just words to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I just was lost. I ain't know. You know, we think that everybody out there know that they're away from God. My mindset was I just didn't know, man. I was just wondering. I used to wonder all the time, you know, was I going to go to heaven or was I going to go to hell? I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I never really heard the gospel in its purest, you know what I'm saying, in purity and in truth, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know that Jesus Christ was the only way into heaven. So one night I was in my home studio and it had to be like 8 to 10 people off in there. And we had beats and stuff playing in the background and everything. That's how we used to do it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody doing what they do, smoking, drinking and everything. And actually, it came down to it that dudes actually started being used by demonic spirits. And these spirits started speaking through them, you know what I'm saying? Devils started speaking through them, talking to me, asking me, you know what I'm saying, if I was going to sell my soul, telling me what I needed to do to take my career to the next level in darkness. I mean, dudes actually came up to me holding wads of money, saying, man, don't you want to make all this money?
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're going to do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil. Like, you're going to end up on a one-way street, and it's going nowhere. Like, that's just the truth. I've seen so many people, like, forsake their moral code and their value systems just for a little bit of fame, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's really not.
The devil took all the producers, the musicians, the designers, moved us all out to Hollywood, moved us all out to New York, chasing gold statues. Literally signing a contract and selling our souls.
The problem is that there's not enough money in music as a business model, where in television and where, you know, vis-a-vis the advertisers and movies, there's so much money that the controlling forces still circle around the stars in the right way. Stars are taken care of better in those industries. In the music industry, it's still very much this exploitative thing. It's still very much people signing their life away, you know, the old deal with the devil stuff. That is still going on. It's unbelievable in this day and age that is still going on.
Then, a few days later, this major music producer sent me an email, and I'm talking to him, and this dude basically told me, you can't rap about Jesus, you can't do none of that, you know, we're going to give you a whole new look, whole new image. He basically was saying, look, man, sell your soul. We want you to rap about and sing about the things we want you to do. Sell your soul. You can't do none of that stuff for Christ, but we'll give you a $2 million music contract for 6 albums. I gotta do 6 albums. The guy was basically telling me to sell my soul. Basically, that's what he was saying. He just was doing it in a different, he just was telling me in a sneaky way. He basically was saying, look, we're watching you, we love your talent, and we want to use you for the Illuminati and for Satan. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is how this stuff really be going down with these record companies, with these producers. They be offering these people a lot of money in exchange for their soul. You see, now check this out. You think I'm about to be stupid and do that when I already knew the truth? I already know about the Illuminati, the blood sacrifice. Come on, y'all. Y'all, we already know this. Once out, man, I'm telling you, if I would have took the $2 million and signed that contract, them people was ready to fly me out there and sign a deal. If I would have took that $2 million and signed that contract, it's over. Because that's a blood covenant for Satan. You see, they would have sacrificed me. Them people would have just put me up for a ritual and sacrificed me. Just like they doing them other celebrities. They would have sacrificed me. You see? I'm telling y'all what's real, man. I'm telling you, open up your eyes and stop being stupid. Okay, following the lie. Okay, a lot of demonic stuff goes on in Hollywood that ain't even funny. Okay, these people sold their souls to Satan. Okay? And when people sell their souls to the devil, they'll do anything to stay on top, man. To stay in the industry. Some real stuff going on, man. It's not a game, man. Jay-Z, he knows what's going on. He know that. All of them know that.
I was there when Dre told me he would sell his soul to the devil for $1 million. And I swear right now, devil got to have a receipt for us.
He says, I can't bother with this stuff. He says, I want power. I go right to the source of power. And he says, how do you think that I became famous the way that I am? Well, I said, you must have had some good luck. Well, he says, there's no such thing as good luck. He says, there's either some power working for you somewhere, or you don't get ahead in this world. not in my type of occupation. So it went from there. We got talking about spirit worship.
That's kind of why I didn't want her to do this song, Shake It, or like any drill songs, because it's like these songs are activating like these demons that I killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl anymore. Like I just want to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that old Cardi anymore. I left that lifestyle a long time ago, bro.
This is why the Bible warned us in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33, be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. The devil is using the entertainment industry to flood our world with all types of satanic principles. And not only that, not only is he trying to lead us into wicked practices, but he's using the entertainment industry to gain access to the hearts and minds of men and women, young and old, like yourself, so that human beings like you and I can become the living habitation of demons. And this is why God in love warns us in the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8, be sober, be vigilant, for your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking for whom he may devour. Listen, your only safety is to separate from all of the corrupt, sinful practices in this world and to unite your heart totally with Jesus. Because Jesus not only has the power to save you, Jesus actually loves you. And whether you like it or not, the truth is the truth.